Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video I'm going to review Cardax, another project that wants to be the first Cardano decentralized exchange. This project has a particular interesting technology that we are going to review, and like always I will give you my honest opinion about this research. I am doing these Cardano decentralized exchange reviews of projects because I think Cardano will do it great this year in the rest of the bull run. And in August they are launching the Alonso hard fork, and we are going to have smart contracts on Cardano blockchain. So a decentralized exchange is very necessary for that moment. And many projects are emerging from the last 2 months trying to fill this need. So if you want me to do a couple of more videos about this topic, please comment below if this is a content that is interesting for you. And if you want me to review a particular Cardano decentralized exchange project, also comment below. Without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, we are here in CARDAX.io. So this is the website of the project. Like I said, this also is a project that claims to be the first decentralized exchange for Cardano. They are in very early stages. There are development in the application, so you don't have anything to test right now. The website is very basic, and we have information from the team that we are going to review. So a couple of questions about the project and the roadmap. So basically they started in Q2 of this year. So right now they are in stages of creating the user interface of the application. Once they finish that, they are going to work on the protocol that this decentralized exchange will use, which is an extend automatic market maker. I will explain a little about that. This is a cool protocol that they are going to use also for Q2. In Q2 to Q3 they are going to do the backend development, which is the hard code phase of the project. They are going to use Bluetooth smart contract deployment. They are going to have a security research, and they plan to go live in Q3 in August of 2021. They mentioned Q3 because it's the same date that we are expecting to have the Alonso hard fork for Cardano blockchain that will give us smart contract functionality on the blockchain. So many of these projects that want to have the decentralized exchange for Cardano are trying to make it for the same dates to go live. They will have a testnet to pilot this when Cardano launches that also, so they can build over the testnet right now in order to be ready for the main net of Cardano blockchain, a hard fork for Alonso. If we go to the white paper, I would say that this is so it's a couple of pages, 13 pages. It's more like a light white paper, but they have a very interesting information. At least it's very ordered here. It's not too technical, so you can go here and see how the exchange will work. But the best thing here is the way that they are going to work on this exchange. So basically, if you are not too familiar to this, the centralized exchanges work with what we call order books model, which you have someone that wants to buy a coin at a certain price and another that wants to sell a coin at a certain price. So you connect these two peoples. For example, in Binance, they use order books and many centralized exchanges. That's the way that they work as an intermediary for the connection between the offer and the demand. Another way in the centralized exchanges like Uniswap, they use another method that is called EAMM, which works better for liquidity pairs. So the decentralized exchange has a liquidity pool for the tokens that are going to be traded. All the relationship for the buyers and sellers are based on the having or not liquidity on the pool. So these are two different approaches. Mostly one is for centralized exchange, the other for the decentralized exchanges. There are decentralized exchanges that use order books already, and also there are centralized exchanges that use EAMM, but mainly the difference is that, and in the case of Cardax, they plan to use this protocol, which is called Extended Automated Market Maker, which will combine both things. So in the application of Cardax, you will be able to use order books, and you also will be able to work this model of EAMM, which will allow you to have a liquidity pool, and you will be able to earn a token. They will have the token also, CDX. So if you put in the liquidity pool with them, you will be rewarded with the token. So this is the most important part of the technology of the project. We can check here the token economics for the project. They will have a total amount of CDX token, which is 1 billion tokens. And this is the same as Uniswap, for example. Polkadot have 10 billion, so 1 billion is, I think, a fair number for this project. They are going to have the tokens allocated for the team is a 20% and a 5% for advisors. One thing that I like is that this percentage of the tokens are going to be locked in a smart contract that will be released the tokens after a 2-year period. So they are not, they don't have access to those tokens until then. We need to see how that could affect the market of this token in 2 years. But anyways, I think that's a good thing. They also will allocate for advisors, and they also have a CDX tokens bit of half of a billion, and the length of the bitcoin is 2 years. So in terms of tokenomics, it's pretty standard and it's okay. Before we continue with the video, remember that I am doing an amazing giveaway. I will be giving half of a Bitcoin to one winner and 5 Ethereum to 5 different winners. If you want to participate, it's super easy, just a couple of clicks. Follow the link in the description. But remember that you need to be subscribed to the channel with the bell on to be considered. Talking about the team, there are a couple of things that I like, and another it's a yellow flag for me. But the team of developers are led by Ryan Morrison. Ryan Morrison is the CEO, the founder of Cardax. He also works on this company called Quantum Digital, and this company is the one that launched Cardax. The project has been conceived to be the Cardano's first decentralized exchange. The project is seeking, actually this already passed. They have finance of $50,000 for the development of Cardax. This will be used to phase E of the development of the project. I will share with you the phases that they are trying to get into the development of the project. They have been raising this money from the proposal that they did via Cardano's project Catalyst in Fund 4. Morrison is a stake pool operator on this network with a background in marketing. That is something that I really like. He has a lot of experience in marketing, and his team is formed by crypto enthusiasts with experience working on projects like Celsius, OpenSea, Bitcoin EU, per the official post. So I think that the team is very capable to take this project on. This is a co-founder, Ryan Morrison. Like you can see here, he has here that works in Global Sea Manager. He has a lot of experience working in marketing areas on other companies also. One thing that I don't like is that I don't see in his resume that he's a co-founder or CEO here of the Cardax Project. I would like to see him put some information about Cardax here. That will give me a little more confidence that he's serious with the project. But anyways, that's only for me. He's from Amsterdam, Netherlands, so I think that's also a good thing. But his vast experience of marketing is something that I really like, because even there will be a lot of projects that are going to want to be the first Cardano decentralized exchange. A CEO with a lot of contacts and experience on marketing that will give us a very big hype for the project. So that's a good notice for me. Quantum Digital, this is the company that he is launching. He also has a podcast that you can hear about some Cardano stuff and things similar. So this site is pretty basic, but anyways. Let me show you some information about Brian. He has been in a podcast from another YouTuber, so I will put a little of information about what he says about the liquidity pool.
And perhaps also it's interesting to talk a bit about how it's going to work for liquidity providers in Cardax. So in Cardax, you will be able to create your own pool or your pair or your market, and you'll be able to receive rewards for adding liquidity to that market. Now those rewards will be paid in the utility token of Cardax, which is a CDX. And that's a question that we have got a lot through the community, if we have our own token. And so the answer is yes, it will be that, the CDX token. And then the utility for that would be, to begin with, it will be to do the payout to all the liquidity providers of different pairs. So yeah, that.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, that.
In terms of social media and community, they are very new. They only have 9,000 followers, so this is very little. If you saw my videos of Sunday, Swapped project, which aims to be also the Cardano decentralized exchange, they already have more than 40,000. So I think they need more engagement. Actually, he's from marketing, so I am expecting that this number grows a lot over these months until the launch. So right now you cannot have the CDX token. You will need to wait to start in the liquidity pools. There's no a public pre-sale or anything like that. There will be a private sale to get more money for the continuation of the project and the development payments team. In Reddit, if we look for Cardax, there are a couple of things, but mainly all are pointing to the same stories about the project. Not too much information about here. So for summarize, this is my personal research that I did here. Cardax already have funding $50,000 for phase 1 from Catalyst. The CEO comes, well, I put the yellow flag here because $50,000 doesn't seem too much for me. I was expecting that they raise more money for the funding, but anyways, with that, they started the phase 1 of the project. And the CEO comes from a big marketing background. He's from Amsterdam, Netherlands. I really empathize with the CEO and his experience, so this is a very good green flag for me. The technology, I think, is very good. We need to wait if they are really going to deliver this. Probably we will be able to test something before the Alonso launch. So for the project, we need to really wait and see for the technology. Right now, you cannot trust in any project that doesn't have at least a way to test it. So because many projects want to be the first decentralized exchange for Cardano, so we need to wait and see. But anyways, the thing that they are going to use, the extended automated market maker, it's a good thing for me. You will have the order book and the automated market maker protocol in the same place, so that will bring more liquidity. Probably you will have better experience as a user for trading pairs there of the native tokens for Cardano. So that is a green flag. So the phases that they mentioned, first they are building the user interface, so all the graphic part that will give you the look and feel of the application. They are going to have a phase for test the security and everything related to security. They also plan to have external audition for the code and the project. That's also good. Phase 3 is the backend development. Phase 4 is the protocol design and development. Phase 4 is smart contracts integration. They will have the testnet for Alonso hard fork for that moment already in place and already tested to the launch, near the launch, so that will be good. Phase 3 will be the testing and going live. They support for any Cardano ADA token, so everything here is in green because it's the technology that they are going to deliver. So I think everything on that looks good. Here are some red flags from me. There will be a fee of 0.35 fee for swapping tokens on the decentralized exchange. The 0.3% will be split by liquidity providers proportional to their contribution to the liquidity reserves. That is okay. The remaining 0.05% will go to Cardax Treasury. I don't think that's bad, but the thing here is that the fee here is too high. It's more high than Uniswap, that they have a 0.3%. PancakeSwap is less actually. So they will have a fee higher than the other decentralized exchange. So I would like that this was a 3%, 0.3 instead of more than Uniswap, for example. The tokenomics looks okay for me. The supply of the tokens, I think 1 billion is far too. It's actually the same as Uniswap. The users will be able to get the tokens on entering into the liquidity pools at launch, but also there will be a private sale to fund the project and the dev team. We don't have information for that yet, but this is usually a closed private sale for investments. It's not too public, so probably we will need to wait for the launch to start entering into a liquidity pool if we want these tokens. Things that I didn't saw on my research or for me are yellow flags. I didn't find anything about bridges to interoperability with another blockchains to be able to also trade RC20 tokens, for example, in this exchange. So for everything that I researched, it's very close to Cardano native tokens only. And I would like to have this interoperability to another blockchain. I think that's fundamental. And Polkadot has that. You are able to trade RC20 tokens. So any decentralized exchange for me need to open the gates for another coins also in another blockchains. So I will expect this functionality. The team looks a little small and I didn't find any advisors to review. So even if I think the CEO is cool and the other 3 persons that appear seems to be okay, I don't see a big team right now, so I am expecting that they grow on that aspect and have more information about the team, the repositories, and where they are building. For example, I didn't saw any public repositories, so they are working in private repositories in GitHub, so I would like to see more of that. And regarding the token, also I didn't saw any deflationary system, no burden tokenization on the transaction fees with asking mark, so that's also a yellow flag for me. So right now we don't need to do anything with that. If you are interested in this project, I will recommend you to follow them on Twitter, so you will get more news about this over the next months. That's all for my review, guys. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get a notification. And remember to put your comments about this research. What do you think about Cardax? And if you want me to continue doing a couple of more research videos about the centralized exchange project for Cardano, please comment below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.